didn't get my PVC, but I am going to ensure that every member of my family who has a valid voter's one vote. So that's his own way of contributing to this movement. And you can see.
Thank God, other is also bad.
Driving around, people cooking, and surely they are moving to their places of it is going to be. I encourage everybody, make sure you have your device fully charged, have data on your phone. We start reporting, social media from the point of accreditation. Voting starts in the morning, so all of us should go there. Make sure you're peaceful. Make sure you conduct yourself very well, but make sure that you have your eye on the ball. As for me, I have no other business tomorrow. This business of destiny, this business with destiny. So this is all I'm going to do. Don't pass me by. Everything that will happen tomorrow, you can trust know that I'm going to be live with time.
Before we all go on, this transmission is two ways. Your voices are being heard by those on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. But the fact is that my face is the only face they are seeing right there. So I want them to know that the voices they will be hearing now is the voice coming from Mr. Tilo, a true, obedient, and one of the great heads of the media team from Team Peter Obi. So we have Mrs. Uche, who is also there as a guest and a team member and one of the leaders too. Then we have Odera. Mr. Odera is also on air. So these are the voices you'll be hearing. Enjoy this show. Please go on, Mr. Tilo.
Okay, to add to that, I will just say things. First, in the suggestion, if it's possible to, face the screen against one another so that people on the screen can see some pictures, at least, or some of it can tweet it. If it's possible, you do it that way so they can see us while they hear our voice. Secondly, I'd like to add to the question of the platform Twitter that is live. And we have been doing this for the past 6 months. Yet, we have denied ourselves diaspora. We are so many in number, and we have membership. We are residents in various parts of the world. Our leader in the team is Mrs. May, a very unapologetic lady resides in Canada. What are you seeing here is also in Canada. And we have women in UK. We have Mrs. UK. Sorry, I cannot pronounce sweet name. Sometimes when I try to pronounce it, something happens here. So that's that. Look at this forward. So I I've tried so several times for that, and I said I was able to, now Bill is name we inherited by the marriage. She's from Indonesia, so she's a real Nigerian from one part to the other part, and we'll have many other people from different parts of Nigerian origin. We have the Hausas, we even have the Fulanis in this. So this is not a tribal thing. It's not also a religious-based conversation. It's actually a Nigerian project. So Team Obi, that's live. We have been in engagement with Daddy Freeze live show on Instagram and on various other social media handles. And we've been having debates, which for me has been tutorial sessions buy the Obident for other team supporters, Shiwaju and Atiku, and we have schooled them so much. And in doing that, we've also exposed certain ignorance that has been existing, and the world, not just Nigerians, have gotten to appreciate better the person of Peter Obi, the challenges in Nigeria, and what Obidient movement stands now. We are encouraging you to be part of this conversation. This is a conversation about our destiny as a people of Nigeria. It's about the destiny of our children unborn, and it's important that we join hands together to build a new Nigeria where all of us will, be happy and it's tomorrow. How best do you do this? Make sure that you take the answer to your prayers in your hand by going out with your PVC to your polling units and casting your vote for Labour Party. You just make sure that you are accredited, conduct yourself well. When you are giving ballot, look at it. Don't be in a hurry. Just look at it. And take time to identify the Labour Party logo. It's now, if you can flash that on the screen again, that would be nice. So you look out for that logo, Papa, Mama, picking at the center. It's like an engine wheel, round, circuit, and then it's, why I said it's like an engine wheel, that is something like wheel.
Give me.
Right? The color is there, green, white, and
give me one
red.
from there.
Right? So you look out for it. You see 3%, Papa, Mama, and begin at the center of that logo. When you cast your vote there correctly, you would have done so in favor of it. So this is the logo on the screen as shown now, and you can also ask question, where you are confused. You can ask question, and for those of us who have good internet-enabled phone, an Android phone, Windows phone, or the app, please, you can monitor this election. You can monitor your vote even beyond your polling unit. So INEC has done well to bring out election monitoring site where you can monitor the results, and you just have to register. Go to INEC website here, www.electionmonitoring.inec.nigeria. So if you just browse and get it now, it's good to do the registration now. And in doing that, you do it with your Gmail. Okay? So once the election is done at your polling unit, you can go online and follow the result. So you know when you start shouting if there is need to do that. So that's the Labour Party logo. Make sure you have this in your head. Identify it on the polling ballot paper, right? And cast your vote. This is where you cast your vote. This logo represents Peter Obi. It represents the new Nigeria. It represents fight against corruption, fight against the minimum wage, fight against West scarcity, naira scarcity, cash crunch, every kind of evil thing that has been introduced in this country. Oil, crude oil theft, and the likes. Lecturers, strike as to strike, and the malpractice, paying for hand glove, surgery glove for doctors when one goes to hospital, no power supply, and all that. This is what stands against it. This is what represents the Nigerian have access to amenities and infrastructural amenities. This is the logo that represents the voice of Nigeria. The country is up to war. So please take pride in this. This is Abed. That's it. Had it in my Nigeria. So please do that. Now I'm talking about following the results online. For that you do that. First, invitation, you also have the opportunity of reporting it. If you do not know what to do, go to our social media handle. Either you reach us on Facebook, or you reach us on Instagram, or you reach us on Twitter, even on YouTube. Just send us a message on Team Obident Live. Everyone on this team will be online, read your questions, taking your reports, and channeling it to the active authority. So this is our function tomorrow. Okay? Cast your vote here and reach us. If you do not have the time or the right information to reach the appropriate authority, just send it to us. Our handle. So please check out on social media, Instagram, and YouTube. That live. Send us your report here. You have a video clip, send it. You can do a footnote, do a point at anyone you can to send it to us. All of us will be online. And we have any number that we are not just on 20 or 40. We are over 100 who will be online at the same time from the various parts of the world. So we're serious about it. And looking at all, send us your reports, okay? So that we'll send it to the appropriate authority. If you also have the labor pact situation, send it. Just reach us. We'll do that. So that thing will be missing. So thank you very much. I will pause here so my colleagues will say a few things to you before I tell you the other things that are important to ensure we have a successful outing in tomorrow's election. My name is Dilo, and your compatriot. I'm supporting Peter Obi of Labour Party.
So let me just start. I think
Mrs. Uche, your camera, please turn it straight so that they can see you. Can you rotate? Can you rotate your phone, please?
Okay, great.
Some of them, something that I'm missing. Most of us, when Peter did job, see the face when he tried job. So probably in Nigeria, those some things that get right to Nigerians, they get right to get to Nigeria for that country, but they're not able to. Probably issues for not there. I have to the president, federal government. Because when I hear things like the governor saying, I have brought you this, I have brought you this, I have brought you this, it looks like those people need to pay him back for doing those services. They make the
freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Yeah, we will listen to mama. Yeah.
Use of beavers for identification, verification and authentication. Let's start with identification. The APO1 shall, step 1, collect the PVC from the voter. Step 2, type in the voter's last name in the field provided or enter the last 6 digits of the voter's VIN in the field provided. You can also click on the bar or QR code scanner button on the elections dashboard to scan the barcode on the PVC or the QR code on the register of voters. This will lead you to the accreditation dashboard. Step 3, click on the accreditation button to search for the voter's record. If a voter is duly registered in the polling unit, his or her information will be displayed. Verification and authentication. The APO1 shall, step 1, clean the beavers with the prescribed disinfectant wipes after every use. Step 2, click on the voter's image displayed on the screen of the beavers and then click verify to initiate the authentication process. 2 options are available for the voter's authentication. Using the verify fingerprint option, this option activates the fingerprint scanner in readiness to authenticate the fingerprints of the voter. Click on the verify fingerprint icon to activate the fingerprint scanner and request the voter to place his or her finger on the fingerprint window on the beavers to authenticate the voter. If successful, the dashboard will indicate verification successful and then click return, which will then request you to accredit another voter. If it fails, the dashboard will show the message verification failed. Please try again. Click verify fingerprints and then reattempt. If this fails after 3 attempts, use the verify photo option to authenticate using the facial of the voter. Using the verify photo option, this option activates the device camera to capture a photo of the voter for facial authentication. Click on verify photo icon to launch the camera and wait for the camera to align with the voter's face before capturing a passport photo of the voter. The beavers will automatically compare the captured photo with the voter's photo stored on the beavers, and it will return a verification successful message if it successfully authenticates. Click return to continue. You will also notice that accredited voters has changed from 0 to 1 after the successful accreditation.
What's $1? You see, there are people who enjoy Nigeria.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, they start destroying it bit by bit by bit by bit. And look at where we are at. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
If you have told anybody that £1, like the least money in this country, is going to be 900 and something units.
Nobody will believe that.
The person wouldn't have believed it. And they didn't, all that for other riots and protests that nationwide before. But Buhari has to the point, and yet they need to buy your own money in the bank. Only the banking sector alone. They charge you for transfer. They charge for receiving money.
Okay.
They charge you for withdrawal. They charge you. In fact, if you even buy credits, they'll charge. It's like, what is the point? Most people everybody. There is not nobody charges you a penny for having an account here, unless you have a business account. Maintenance is the key. They perfect some things, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, that you are the situation and you build schools and you build these are fantastic. But just know, in 5 years, if nobody goes to maintain those places will look bad.
You are very, very correct.
The two pictures, they use it to brand the build. But what is the maintenance culture? Like they don't. Okay. There is always sections of the road that is barricaded off because works are going there. It's maintenance works. Somebody will build one thing, another administration will come. Totally abandon all those project and call it PDP project or ABC project and start a new one, just to take a new glory. You think so? I mean, Buhari even tried to finish some of the ones that we started before. This year in the budget, there is no money for capital expenditure, so they are going to be finishing what they've been doing before. But what we want is to have a strong maintenance culture. And again, we need to digitalize things. You can't run a government in this century without digitalizing it. Look at how people are so eager to go and vote on Saturday. It's purely because they digitalized it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to use IT. Now you have the PVAS, which is an IT equipment, to make this process to be one trusted, two protected. If it was other paper, nobody would. They would know that somebody can sit in his house and be doing this until his hand is weak. Do you understand? But because people now know there is an accreditation system, which is IT, where IT comes in, we need to do it in other sectors of the government. When the jam become this thing, it's when they digitalize it. So when you digitalize the process, like when they did that accountability has to be linked to the PVL, it becomes more distant, more robust, more, efficient. So government have to digitalize a lot of things. There is no information you put about government. I'm hearing feedback. There is no I'm hearing my own voice. Mute your mic, I'm hearing my own voice.
Okay, this one would be necessary. Don't on gadget, so you need one gadget, so the other will not be.
Just try you. I don't keep trying, I can't hear it again. So, you have to digitalize. There is no information you want about the government. Even if they do one rule now. The Nigerian television. Look at website. And the one thing you heard about government website. Nigeria NCDC will be different. INEC will be different. This one will be different. And the information will not tally. There is no linkage. There is no, so we need to digitalize the whole thing so that it will make sense. So that somebody in Abuja will be getting the same thing, somebody else will be getting the same thing, especially in this age. Because his works colleagues are Nigerians. Well, very good IT guys that are Nigerians doing extremely well. These things are very easy to implement. Digitalize the economy. You run out a policy or a program, we hear all these people. They will come and say, they give money to 100 or 1,000 poor people or farmers. Who are they? All the information should be on the website. The people that receive those money should be, should be shown. There should be pictures of these things. Nobody sees any of this. They will just share the news, their family members and poor people in their communities, and that is it. Gone. And they will come and tell you this and tell you that, and you are looking for the proof. Nothing. You see, there is something that is very important. No matter what you do, people will ask you for proof. Those of you have applied for visa. If you tell them you have 1 million in your account, they want the proof. If you go for oral interview, you want it. If you go work, you go send time sheet. You go still send time sheet to your invoice. Do you understand? You know the kind of work. So nobody is going by work of work.
You must bring the doctor's
You have to go to doctor. Doctor will stand for you. Everything abroad is about proof. The extent of that, somebody will come and say, we built road. Where is the proof? Where is the pictures? You will see that road is not built, not staying with you. No system to checkmate this. How do you make it? They once asked me to, he said, you have to, he said the fire that when he where people do things like Nigeria doesn't know how to get trust. If you're not there, they won't do anything. But if they know somebody is segmenting them, you will say, this ministry, I am coming. There's one other president
facility in one of these countries. The man turns up in hospital. And he came, he saw that there was a lot of people dying. Chilo, just on me, let me hear what you said. He's the new president of Tanzania. Thank you. He went to the hospital, he told the DM that it's good. If you don't turn up, if you don't block places, and that is why when Buhari is part of the country for medical tourism, and spent for months, a lot of things went. A lot of things did because you see, when Obasanjo was there, Obasanjo used to go from one state to the other. The governor was president is coming. People that listen to you see, all these things are very, very important. If you call it eye service, at least you will see that some people before you eat once or twice, before you understand and before you know there will be processes. That is why we not be comparing Nigeria. Nigeria has them already. That if you become the president of America, America will still function. Because there is a meeting of every process and every thing. You can't just get public money. It's not going well. There is freedom of information. Anybody can actually ask an infrastructure as a parastatal. We want many of this, some of this, and Nigeria will want a solution. In fact, they will even make it fantastically good on paper. But where is the proof?
Okay, it's not like
we have EFCC. And another one, so this guy was mentioned something CIS still because that's all.
I don't know.
We don't do them. But why have work now? You even give them building work, but the other day we took one. If you know how many ministries you have in Nigeria, if you know how many ministries we have in Nigeria, you can benefit. And that's how they are looking to money. They're looking to money. Somebody
Let me call it like let me talk to our mothers now. Women, you know, if the bed is not mean, you don't complicate. You will respect men like this. I don't know how to say it. I see a lot of people when they give birth in less than 6 months, they are going back. What is this? I have been almost 2 years now. During the time of my pregnancy and after birth, I have, you know, breastfeed and other stuff. And government is taking things.
My wife only plays as long as she likes.
I'm getting 80% of my salary.
Yeah, you get paid. For even body, and on top of that, you get paid for even boarding the child. They give you.
You give birth. I think when I gave birth, my friend.
They will collect your money. They will charge you for antenatal, and they won't give you maternity.
He came and they said, thank you for giving birth to this child. He made that give birth to my first child. What I'm saying is this. Even when I go like this, after a year, I still like that. You understand me? What is this all there? Going back to what people going to live a 6-month-old child to. That is the breastfeeding. So this is what like Nigerian women should be awake. Enough of this, and I won't give me back right at home. I won't give me money at home. Think about yourself. You are living a 6-month-old baby home because you want to go, but you not go that. You don't want to get back because you want to lose the job. At age 30 above, you have your $6 I'm not talking about those that cannot get pregnant. I'm talking about those that are in their marriage and all of that. But because they are afraid to lose that job of theirs, they don't want to get pregnant. So all of these things should stop. So Nigerians think when Peter Obi talks about our head, we know what he's saying, we know what he's talking about. A lot of this, our kids, they get to have you looked back to God and like when we talking, I used to think when like we talk to God only, you know, because this one we did not do right. So I'll try to by education. So even our children when we born here, they give them money. They pay them every month.
I hope Nigerians are hearing what okay.
Housing, they pay you for your, after you pay your rent, they will send about 20% of your rent back to you. Some people, different, it depends on your case. So these are things that we want Nigerians. We are not saying Peter or we will do all of this overnight. We are not the one who put the structure there. You know, it will change the mindset of a lot of people. So please, Nigerian women, think about yourself. When I see some of you, after you don't run your baby 6 months, they don't go back to work. They pay me because I'm like, what is this? When I see some of you, you are 8 months pregnant, 9 months, I could say they run to place of work because of this, you know. Fine, some of us are earning so we can run to be delivered. Yes, some are like that. Because there are some women that they are having difficult pregnancy, but they
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Richard. It's very important that we make it clear that where Nigeria is, not where cannot get to that level where everything was ready. We're not going to get that level overnight. But it's important for us to understand that this is what countries are. This is how countries should be run. You know, there should be transparency in government. They should digitalize these things. If money is allocated, everything should be public domain. It's public money. But people are, if you don't have information, you're supposed to ask your local government, your state, say, what have you guys done in the last? Ask questions because the people shoot you outside. If you go to the government, you won't even see anybody. Before you even see somebody to pay money. So the approach is because nobody's educating them, nobody cares. Most of them are relations and friends of all these people in power. So there's a big disconnect between the politicians and the people that are being, you know, the government. We need a total change. We need a country we can be proud of, and a lot of Nigerians have traveled abroad.
Very good.
So now Nigerians are now trying to get the same thing they are getting abroad from Nigeria. But with the people who are back home, and NSAS was the first of it. The time where we entered it. And we're going to do the right thing. You see, a lot of people have died through. For one, there's one thing I think is on my page here still. One doctor in labs in Nigeria can only test for a few things. Every other thing that they do that they're doing lab tests is nothing. They don't even understand what. He said it's when he came to the UK that he saw specimens and see how labs are done and see how they identify all these viruses and bacteria. So we have a very massive gap that will be the first step towards the right direction. And all of us are going to put hands on deck because this is something we're going to pass our own children. And there's a massive, huge responsibility on Mr. Peter's shoulder and that he has government. But we have to do, first of all, understand the dark side and help him. Here, you cannot do anything you are not trained and licensed for. Most of the lawyers you see they're trained here, they don't even practice here. Because when you finish studying law here, you get law, you still have to go and do law school. To prepare not Nigeria do law school, Nigeria go and practice in Nigeria. Or you have been practicing the just immigration law. You can't go and represent to the solicitors. Because the system is so tight, so organized, that in Nigeria, anybody can be anything. Somebody can switch from one ministry to another ministry. Everything is connected to what you read or what you are expert in. So we have a lot of problems. When I mean enormous amounts of problems. So we're encouraging everybody, please keep telling others to make sure. This morning I've sent money to my mom and I called her and said, confirm again to me who are you voting for? She said Peter Obi. I said, thank you. Tell everybody around you, everybody should vote for Peter Obi. it is that bad. We have to make sure we don't have to leave any chances. Not to imagine people are wise, they have conscience.
Mm-hmm.
We have been in a corrupt system so long, so much that most of us are even corrupt ourselves. We don't even know this is going bad. A friend of mine in Australia said he came back and he wanted to go and do PVN. He went there the first day, stood. After wasting time, they told him to come back. He said, people that do government work do it with such, like they don't care. You understand? They don't see it as anything. Whereas the opposite is here. Before you do public work, before you come a civil servant in the UK, they have to check your IQ. People resign voluntarily when they have a dent. Once they find a little spot, you resign. That's how the society should be. That's what Peter B is saying. Criminals are in government. How can you get, even the Bible said it, righteousness is what exalts the nation. Then it's a reproach. And you wonder why Nigeria is full of reproach. Look at every prison all over the world. Is there any prison that does not have Nigerians in there? Most people are just trying to survive. Look at Libya, people across Libya, desert. As if that is not enough. When they get to they want to cross Mediterranean Sea across to Italy. Now people are dying. Women are being raped. They have kids. They want to cross with their children. Some of them will despair, some of them will end up dying.
When they get there, they see them as something else.
If you get something, you will see the man. I went to Italy.
We are not this there because we don't want to know.
I went to Italy and our people are on the streets. The men are pigs, the women are shawu.
So
that is it. They survive that long movement.
They need them to be those people. You understand? So this is why we need our green passport.
We need a country. So people can push
respected. We went there overseas. It was like we might enjoy all of these things, but there's some things that comes with it because they say, Nigerians are former Nigerians are, in some countries, they do the other thing that I don't say, like our ladies, So we need to make sure we bring in somebody that will respect us. We cannot bring in a government that we know they get trace of that thing. Like, and even before them, because they see us to be people when they sell those hard drugs and everything. Then now you want to get government when we say, and allegedly, is of maybe was use of that. It doesn't count for them. We never respect you. And I don't want to be in a country whereby I'm walking and people are looking at me, which already scared. But we went there, we try our best to still go school, do more, work in better places. But trust me, we not get good name abroad. Nigeria as a name. I have an account. I wanted to create another account here in Sweden. And I was told I am not allowed to go because I'm in Nigeria. Other for the other accounts, like with different banks, I was told because that's the law. If I want to get that account, I was told by other countries, other banks, before opening that account. Why? Because this is the law. Make guide Nigeria. Only Nigerians will Sweden. And this it wasn't there before. And new law in the Sweden, every change. So this is what we say to people, please, let us use approach this election. So tell us what we get. How many Zoom we get for that?
Yeah.
Let us give it to our brothers over there to let us know what's going on.
Oh, well, yeah, thank you, Roger and Mrs. Uche. You have actually given us something to think about as Nigerians, being those who can make it to the polling units and cast their votes. We really need to think. We really need to recall the number of things. And sometimes I just wonder that one was not born when Nigeria was relatively better. It's not an excuse because we all have books to read, we all have movies to to watch, and when you do these things, you will have the knowledge of how your country was before you go. I was talking to somebody, she's 90 years old, and she was born in the year 1993. And I was telling her and a few of her friends about Nigeria currency and what it is to be. And they were all there whooping at me as if I was speaking a foreign language. I was speaking in tongues because I told them about the currency of 50 kobo that was the note, which I used. When I mentioned half kobo coin, I used to use it as a child in those years to buy there was this ice cream that was like a finger. You know, I used half kobo to buy it in 1981. Okay, I was telling them the stories, and they were like, "Was there a time we had 50 kobo notes?" I said, "Yes, even 1 naira used to be a note. There was half kobo, there was 1 kobo, there was 5 kobo. They were all notes. There was 10 kobo, and there was 20 kobo. All coins. And then after 20 kobo, you had 50 notes. 50 kobo. If you get couple on the internet, you use this thing, and what had 50 kobo notes would have 1 naira. It was only in the year 1991 that Nigeria changed its notes, and we had 50 kobo notes and 1 naira note turned coins. We had 50 kobo coins and 1 naira coins. Okay. In the Igbo palace, we used to call these things Mwe. And Nigeria was in power as military head of state, and our currency lost more value. Okay. Now, they were looking at me, these young ones, 30 years of age. They were all mothers and fathers. All of them are now mothers and fathers, but they couldn't understand. Now, I'm saying, why did this country make that policy of removing history from our school curriculum? Lost a lot. Our young ones don't know anything about the history of this country. All right, so thank God now they are beginning to go back to that so that people will know who we are, who we used to be, and who we should be actually. Now that was about the economy. What about hospital facilities, accessing healthcare facilities and all that? I told them about the kind of food we are eating. My father was a civil servant. Every Christmas, New Year, Easter, and the independence celebration of October 1st, every time my father would come back to see, you will see picnic, original picnic. Wait, you will bring them in cartons. He wasn't buying those things. You will see tomato paste, cartons. These are things that were given to him as a civil servant to just go and make money. It is family. For every Christmas, Easter, independence celebration, and all that, we used to work those days. And we had beef. I ate beef that my father brought home as a civil servant. Not part of his salary, just incentive, okay? Benefits. And we enjoyed. And I was telling these young ones, they were like moving at me. But what is on beef? And I remember in those days, we didn't have anything like carpet. Okay? In fact, those who use powdered milk, pig powdered milk, they used to bring pig from Holland in those days. Pig powdered milk, we used to look at those people as, oh, you don't have anything. Come and take a milk from my house. Even stuff like that. And life was fun. It was only when we came to election, 1993 election, we See, we used to have fun in this country. There wasn't this corruption this way. There was corruption, but it wasn't this way, right? The changing of naira in 1983, when Buhari was the military head of state exchange naira, had a huge slide of naira value as against the dollar. Now, this time around, they have done redesign, okay, and we're seeing more of it. So please, it's important that we don't enjoy mediocrity in our federal government and state government. Why is it that when you go for interview, even in private offices, private entrepreneurs, they will ask you your qualification. Nobody will take a first school living certificate holder for any employment in this country. Nobody. No office will do that. I'm angry now because I just remember this. Right? When I finished my university education, the contest was if you don't have to work, no employment in the bank. Nobody was ready to take those acts to do. You understand? Now, if you are a nurse, nobody is taking you if you have not passed your national, what do you call it, NCA. In Nigeria, nobody will employ you if you have not gone to university, or at least you should have university certificate, even if it is third class or federal government work. But look at your presidency in Nigeria. They are telling you that once you are, oh my God, the number one office that determines the product thing is our economy. First school living certificate holder, at most SSC holder, secondary school certificate holder, whether he passes it or not, the fact that he attended it and there's a certificate to show, the person will become our president. Our move don't do.
Even now, some of the candidates don't even know which success they get.
Whether they root or not.
Talk of the big
How can that be the minimum requirement for being a president of Nigeria? And we have senators, we have House of Assembly, House of the Reps members. They are sitting there. They don't want to look at that and amend this constitution. And these are people who say they are honorable. They are dishonorable.
Still don't get.
But they are let out. Nobody in the PDP or NPC should go to National Assembly again because they don't have sense. They don't think. Why should they allow this for any 1 minute? Put all of them out.
Yes.
People go in and change this constitution. It does not take anything to change the constitution. But to be a president of Nigeria, you must be a graduate of a university.
Exactly. Anybody, if for any reason they must go and become lawmakers, then they must have been trained as lawyers. I agree with you.
A minimum of 4 years to get a certificate just to work in an office.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will give me a federal government job of a level 7 or 8 if I don't bring higher education certificate. Why would they make somebody a president of this country without the certificate? We are definitely cocos in Nigeria. Somebody will tell me he's an honorable member, he's a senator. Get out there. That was GKC before the last high school and compare and others. There was special science. Now, apart from all these schools, you have the federal schools, your federal NISE, and you have other federals, right? Now, apart from these federals, you have the command schools. If you are not intelligent, you're not going there, forget it. Before they have on top of the command, another one. Now, we wanted to go to federal.
And unfortunately for me, I was able to get a high mark, but I went and wrote a mistake that I was from Onitsha instead of Enugu because I was living in Onitsha then. So I went to a mission school, but what is saying now really makes sense in its own. Because if children are suffered that you must score a particular grade for you to enter state, federal, command, or the other one, the special distinct, there's another one that they take. Why can somebody that does not have chimbom, that only post picture of his school, his primary schoolmate, be the president of Nigeria?
I wonder.
How can I say that nobody is confirming that this guy is an amateur of this particular school and is still running for president? It's because we are so super mad. Look at what he's saying. You have to have some degree or level of degree to be able to apply to some positions. That's what it is. You don't get scholarship to or class. It is meant to people who have this class. So how come we stop the number one criticism? Make sure for the learn, for the intelligence, for the learning, and you're another person.
That's why at the end of the day,
Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. You can clearly see this person is not strong enough. It's not medically fit. We saw what we passed through with Yaradua. We saw what we passed through with Buhari.
Of course.
Bringing somebody that Buhari is even more fit because he's a military man. And Tinubu, if you check Buhari was an election and compare him to now, that see, our idea is that somebody like Tinubu should not go in the ballot in the first place. Let me help you. And we are talking like some, other things that are coming to my mind. To understand this, when somebody has not attempted the four walls of the university or polytechnic or even college of education, the higher institutions that we know. If anybody has not attended any of this, you're one of it. The implication is this. That person into courses like philosophy, whether the person is an engineering student or a management student or even a medical student, at year one, where you attempt everything, implies that you must study at least the introductory part of philosophy, psychology, sociology, management to make you a bit versatile. At least you can think in the modern world and the modern way. This is why I said people that study eco science are not into people that study banking are people that study IT end up in the village. People that see Nigeria is, if you want to start untangling the nonsense in Nigeria, but it has to be to straight to that country. Yes, I believe somebody of youth. The person that is doing it is not you. Nothing in Nigeria makes sense. Nothing in Nigeria makes sense. And I don't think they have anything to explain to you. All they care about is the person at the top. Okay, at the top. Once he brings money, we share. Once we have something, he's approved it, we do it. Our police don't even know, still, hold on, no. Our police don't even know the rules. They don't even know the constitution. Our police, now, don't die. If you move and shoot, and they're talking about, I will kill you. Like that. No importance to life. no training. You don't even know how to get a qualification. If you even go to the school, you will feel sad for the country. I want to ask you about Swedish police. Have you seen a police before?
And your finger will be inked to confirm that you have voted. If your name is not found, you cannot vote. Step 4. The presiding officer will stamp, sign, and endorse your ballot paper. You will be given the ballot paper rolled with the printed side inwards and directed to the voting cubicle. Step 5. Stain your finger with the ink given and mark the box for your preferred candidate or party. Roll the ballot paper in the manner you are given and flatten it. Step 6. Step 6. Leave the voting cubicle and drop the ballot paper in the ballot box in full view of people at the polling unit. Step 7. Leave the polling unit or wait if you wish to in an orderly and peaceful manner. Watch the process up to the declaration of the result. The result of each polling unit shall be pasted at the unit for everyone to see. Vote wisely and avoid vote buying.
Do you know all these ministries that they are still receiving money? All you hear is that the government, the president, even before Buhari even mentioned on this cabinet, it took more than 6 months. How are we joking? It took more than 6 months for Buhari to present his name of his cabinet to National Assembly. Country was not on autopilot. Nobody knows who is the head. How are we talking about?
Soldiers.
So they are talking about their jurisdiction. Military that's supposed to be outside protecting the country, they protect our borders. These people will be drinking from every part of the African country and entering Nigeria. Because we don't know what they're doing. Every illegal substance is in Nigeria. And I'm told that all of them are in Nigeria. Nothing is working. How did we get to this point? Nigeria was a time, at the time, it was good. I want to get free education at some point. There was a time Nigeria was good, water was running on time. I know when water was running on the time. That today you will see they will do clean up. You back up people will go as a kid, we go carry our you know you miss them. So they'll be ringing bell. You go carry your dustbin, you give them the throw. Now go to a job, you go to another started this the chip. Everywhere dustbin. What is happening?
So Nigeria said, I don't know, we thought it's business.
It's not bad. That's football bad. You see, let me tell you something. We have Ministry of Sports. You see how much Nigerians are wasting watching Premiership. You know that Nigerian Football Association can make our local league good. In this country, every town have a football stadium. Every town. Everywhere have football stadium. Suppose your local league, they are playing many years of free. Not only Premiership, you want to this league. There's no something that is
You know, when we're talking about transforming Nigeria, I keep saying it's not rocket science. Some of us in the private sector, we tried something and it worked. We didn't even suffer to it. You know the issue of in the banking industry, because government was not brought into it. We had committee of bankers that arranged it, paid for it, and it's working. It's working. Okay, that one aside. Even if it's government, if they want it to work, they will work. Look at this. It's an estimate now. But it's not government that's running it. It's not what. It's working. Yeah, now this is the real power. Anambra State Health Insurance Scheme is working. Anambra need to be introduced. It is digital and it is working. Today in Anambra State, if you are registered on that scheme and you go for medical attention, you will only pay about, is it up to 40%? The rest will be paid by the government. It's
working. Let me tell you something. When I met P2B, I was whispering something to his ears, and he told me to go to that group, the doctors and medics, right? I said to him, sir, we need to make the private hospitals we have in Nigeria, we need to make them GPs or private doctors. We call it GPs here. I don't know what you call it in Sweden, another part of the world. If you have everybody, every family should have a private doctor. Because there is always a chance that at least once in your lifetime you will fall sick, at least. Anybody in this country has a private doctor, you have a GP. Now, one GP can be assigned to 1,000 people, it doesn't matter. If you are sick, you come. Maybe your appointment will take 2 weeks or 3 weeks for you to see a doctor. But at least you have a doctor.
Exactly.
You have a record. Our hospital records is digital. Our hospital, you don't have such in this country. As they're coming in, the staff, everything is registered. As you die, you go to register the death. As you're born, register the birth. So everything is updated. They know it's what to that everywhere in the UK that they know you. Because everything is in database. So I said to him, let's make all these private hospitals, let's make the GPs. Government will pay some percentage of their consultation, right? So that works will not be. Do you know how to get drugs in Nigeria? If you have money, you go hospital. But if it's too serious, you can some more. If you hold you more than 2 days, you call malaria typhoid and then if it doesn't go with malaria typhoid, then you go to chemist. And tell the chemist will not give you maybe a full 1 antibiotics for a day. Before you know, you will damage their liver. All these drugs are very powerful. So a lot of things are dependent on what you call it, wrong diagnosis. If we can see in this country now, who born you? You go and prescribe something or give birth somebody drug without prescription. It is mad. Who born you? You need money. You go sell drug to somebody without doctor signing the prescription. Even the prescription doesn't negotiate. So this is a system. Somebody can have the he will have money and buy provision and go into somewhere and buy drug on the market. It's already a gift.
All pharmacists, they want to give them your doctor. They will see what the doctor will be right now. Take the paper and buy. They will send them to all pharmacists when they get to the information.
And this is why you're not in support. Okay, let me ask these people, like, why not start, do your part? If we started this thing all this while, who said that Nigeria cannot be like this? Look at some African countries are like that. If you go to South Africa, you don't stay in Africa, you need. What do you think? It's not the same thing that contract which is giving them that type of supply.
Can I say something?
And spending millions and millions of naira, why not, have the demand to win and make Nigeria a better place?
Can I say something? Okay. I like to do little education to our obedient voters right here. There are 3 people who are the major officials in the polling unit that you will meet when you go there to vote. And these people who you meet, they are headed by the presiding officer. Sorry, they are not 3, they are 4. It is headed by the presiding officer. Then we have the APO1, the APO2, and the APO3. And each of them has different role they play there. The presiding officer is the person that will sign that result sheet. So you will see the result sheet is in the possession of the presiding officer. The APO1 is in charge of the accreditation process and also joins in conduct of the election. The APO2 is in possession of the voters register confirmation of voters, and at the same time joins in the distribution of ballot paper to the voter. We have the APO3, it's called the orderly. The APO3 is in charge of the arrangement of voters in the line, make sure that there's orderliness in the polling unit, and guide and ensure that the cubicle is properly set in a position where the voters will have their privacy. So please take note of this when you are going to vote. Then there are going to be polling unit agents from different parties, not only for Labour Party, there will be other parties polling agents there in the polling unit. You will see them. And the duty of a polling agent is to ensure that he or she stands as the eye of the party in that election. For us, is to ensure that you stand as a eye to Labour Party in your polling unit and give reports of whatsoever situation that transpired. Every polling agent going there from Labour Party, they have their election report form, which they use to report everything that transpired there, including the number of voters, how the vote was cast, the starting time, the end time, total number of votes, and whatsoever incident that transpired there in the polling unit. They have the report form, which after the report form has been filled, it is sent down to the ward collation center, and then that is how it passes on till it gets to INEC office. Now, the polling agent is not the only person that should work. If you are in the polling unit, you are automatically a canvasser for the party. At the same time, you are also an agent and a security. You are one person but acting in three capacities. You are there to vote, you are there to protect the vote, and you are also there to ensure that incidents that are unusual are reported. Please do not allow anybody to give money in the election in the polling unit, because there are plans that they want to make transfers. Don't collect transfer. Don't collect cash. Disappoint them.
Even if they are obedient, don't collect money.
Disappoint them.
As vote buying, be careful.
Disappoint them, that let them know that the pain that you are feeling has touched you right in your brain. You know, someone who have a reaction in the brain, you know how the person behaves. Let them see you in that capacity. Ensure that while you are to cast your vote, report at the polling unit early enough. Polling agents are expected to be in the polling unit as early as 6 a.m. in the morning before the polling officers, before the electoral officers arrives. The electoral officers, they are already going to be at their local government and ward collation centers this night, and they will be there arranging till tomorrow when the election will be conducted. And as early as possible, they will report in the polling unit, and their expected reporting time is supposed to be 7 a.m. before the start of the election. Now, take note of the materials that they bring as polling agents, as well as you going there to vote. If you are there on time, you will see them show you the ballot papers, which is a sensitive material to see there. You see them show you the result sheet, original result sheet. Make sure it is original. It's a sensitive material. You will see ballot box. You will see the cubicle. You will see the incident report form. You will see all the necessary material, the ink pad, everything that you will be voting with. Ensure that all of these things are in order. You as a voter, and you are trying to vote for a candidate, and that candidate is no other person but Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. That is the name you know, but that is not what you will see there. What you will see on the ballot paper is the logo of Labour Party. which carries Papa, Mama, and Pikin at the middle. One side of the box, the logo box is painted red, while the other side is painted green. In that middle, you see it white, and inside that white, you will see the Papa, Mama, Pikin. Use it to identify it, and it's number 11 on your ballot paper. Labour Party is number 11 on your ballot paper. So if you cannot identify the logo, count the parties from where they list parties. You count 1, 2, 3 till 11. The 11th one, can print, put your print there as a sign that you have voted. Do not go to the election, the polling unit to cause any trouble. Just go there, cast your vote, and remain there till they announce the result. Don't leave. Oh. Don't leave. I'm sure that the polling unit will be a celebration ground for everyone here in Nigeria. As far as we are concerned, so many polling units there will be arrangement for some refreshment, and of course, you will not lack water because it is the basics for survival. Now, remember that when you are to vote, you are to go through the process as signed, as it has been laid down by INEC. Go to the APO 1, get your accreditation, go to APO 2, voters register, checking, and then they ink you. Yes, when you have been accredited, ensure that you see the green light, because the green light is what indicated that you have been successfully accredited. So, and remember, if they say your finger not work, say your fingerprint not work, they've tried your 10 fingers, they could not read it. Tell them, I know the options, because there are 2 options there. Tell them, point it at my face. Say, point that machine, point this beavers, point it in my face. Immediately they point it on your face, it will accredit. You will see that green light. So it is either they are using your finger or they are using your face. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. You will be given 3 ballot paper, 3 ballot paper, 3 ballot paper. This 3 ballot paper, one is for presidency. The other one is for Senate, the senatorial position, and the third one is for the National Assembly. So please take note. Don't say, why are you giving me 3 ballots? You throw 2 away. If you throw 2 away, you have thrown away your vote for 2 candidates. So ensure that when these 3 ballot papers are given to you, take the 3 ballot papers, carefully arrange them in the order you want to place them on your cubicle for voting. When you get to the cubicle, I advise you to use this finger, your index. Use this finger to touch the stamped ink, to touch the ink. And do not touch it too much. Touch it very light. Take this finger, go to your ballot paper and to print on it.
Hello, can I excuse myself? I need to start running to my village where I will cast my vote.
Okay, sir.
I'm going with my camera.
Okay, sir.
So when I get there, I'll let you guys know, and tomorrow I will be available for this program live.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations in advance.
So,
thank you.
Use your index. Your index finger is what it's advisable to use your index finger. As you put the ink on the box that is in line with Labour Party logo, do not fold it vertically. If you must fold, but it is advisable, don't fold it, because the ballot box is big enough to contain the full-size paper. It has been designed to contain the full-size paper just the way you have voted. Just push it in, the 3 into the ballot box like that. Don't touch the ink once, and then you want to put in another paper, you touch the ink again. Touch the ink at once and print in the 3 as you have spread the papers on the cubicle. Put them in Labour Party here, Labour Party here, Labour Party here. And then take those ballot papers and drop them in the ballot box. This is the procedure. Do not miss it. Do not thumbprint. Do not put your finger on ink and then go back again and put your finger in the ink again. You may end up mixing your ballot paper. And remember, it is once. They will not give you two ballot paper. You will not say, I make mistake. Nobody will listen to you because one ballot belongs to one voter. So ensure that you do not thumbprint in between lines on the ballot paper. Don't go and vote for another party while you are supposed to vote for Labour Party. Remember, your vote is needed. I am sure and certain when you get to the polling unit tomorrow, your voters register will be displayed on the wall of your polling unit. All of you voting in that unit, you will see the voters register gummed on the wall. So you can easily trace the number you are on, which will make it faster for the voting process. You will see your unit and know the unit you are voting in. For all those who were transferred from their previous polling unit into a new polling unit, I want you to know that right as I am talking to you, if you go into that center where you were voting before, even if it is not reflecting in the new polling unit, you will see it that the previous center where you were voting before, your voter register for your new location is displayed there. Or simply go onto the internet, open your browser, whether Chrome, Firefox, whatever browser you are using as far as you can browse. Go to your search bar and type cvro.inecnigeria.org. cvro.inecnigeria.org. And when it loads up, click on check status. Click on check status. Enter your state where you acquired your voter's card, your local government where you are voting. Enter your name, your last name, and your first name. Enter your date of birth according to the way you have placed it on your voter's card. And click on check or submit, the button that is at the end there. It will display your polling unit. You will be able to verify whether you are still in the previous polling unit or whether you are in a new unit. I wish you all good luck as you go out to vote. Stay out of trouble because we Obident, we are known for peace and for truth. If for any reason anybody harass you during the voting process, call on the security, and if the security there cannot handle the situation, or if the security has been bribed, we have situation rooms. Try to contact your local government, your ward executive or the polling agent there, and the messages will be passed across straight to the situation room. We are on top of the situation room here in Nigeria, in our states, in our local government. Make sure you are a part of the system. There is hotline for the army. There is hotline for the police. There's hotline for Labour Party situation monitors, and there's hotline for Economic and Financial Crime Commission. All of these hotlines will be displayed on our handles. If anything is not clear to you, you can just go to our handle and you will see the hotline so that you can make immediate report of an incident that is not supposed to happen there. Thank you very much, Mr. Odera and Mrs. Uche. You can take the floor from where I have stopped.
Okay. So what you just said, for the voters, please make sure you go with the face cap, your sunshade if you have any dark glasses. Go with your water just in case. go with your food just in case. Go with extra things that you need, your extra chargers. If you have extra phone, go with your extra phone. If you have those kind of chairs that you can bend, and hopefully when you get there, please go with it if you can, because we are all going to be our agents. If you cast your vote, sit down there, and if you want to eat, you eat. If you want to drink, but just make sure you sit down. Take your glasses, your face cap because of the sun. Okay? For those with kids, with children, that is not an excuse. You can do cast your vote and go because of the children. Okay? You have a newborn baby. But don't say because I have a baby, I'll stay at home, I won't vote. Because cast your vote and take your child home because anything can happen. So other people will be there that we have monitor. Okay? So I'm talking in the place of as a mother, if you have a child, vote and remain there just in case something goes wrong. Take your child home and then other people put up. Make sure you go to face camp, food, water, and please monitor your vote. That's just and please, when you're doing that presentation that he said, make sure you see the green light. Even if they tell you no, it's okay, if you should say no, you are getting some information that some police agents have been, paid so that they can give you this information like when they are doing this accreditation thing. This is not that kind of stuff like don't worry, you know. So you want like you can use your face and not let say you put leave because they create your phone or whatever insurance you want to use. Let them use my face and everything come out. Okay? Please don't this last minute. Go on time. Go on time. If you see anything like people are gathering together and the discussion of the day is looking unusual, no? Report them. Don't be close to your head.
Go somebody you trust, you can hand over your vote when you are about to vote. In the phone vote, which is where you become printed, you cannot go with your phone because some of these people that do vote buying will want whoever they ask for their votes to take a confirmation picture. So that's why I would say when you collect your money, tell them that you're not going with your phone. It's not allowed. That you voted for them. Meanwhile, you voted for Labour Party. Make sure you vote for Mama Pikin. And another thing is, do not do anything that will cause them to cancel that bullying. Whoever that is in charge there, make sure you obey the rules, you abide by the regulations, you do everything by the book. We want to win with a big margin.
Exactly.
Nigeria can work. Nigeria should work before they destroy it. Bobby, what do you call the commissioner people there? You call them APO or something?
Yes, we have the PO, the presiding officer. We have the APO 1. APO 1, APO 2, APO 3.
Yes. So make sure you follow the steps so that they will not protect your vote. Now, Obi has said they will give you 3. So you're voting president, Senate, and who again?
And in the National Assembly, that's the House of Representatives.
If you don't know what to do, if you don't know which one it is, you put it over to all of them. Are you going to step which one is president, which one is?
Yes, the ballot paper given to you, on the top of the ballot paper, it carries the election, the type of election, that of the presidency.
We want to put PDP and APC out. Everybody,
Vote LP. Just vote for Labour Party. Yeah, so you're voting Labour Party. Don't vote for any other party. Vote Labour Party. Let it be total change of system.
APC is coming to finish what PDP did. PDP is coming to finish what APC. But what a different system.
Yeah, so.
A country that can work. A country that is working for our children, for ourselves. Nothing is working in Nigeria.
Nothing, no.
Depleted our foreign reserves, messed up our businesses, made us criminals wherever we go. Even the president called us lazy youth. So please, tomorrow we'll start the journey of recovering this country.
And if they must remember, if Nigerians must remember, if you cannot remember anything, remember October 20th.
Yes, answer. Remember the shooting. A lot of blood have been shed for this country. A lot of blood have died. A lot of people have been wasted on the street for no reason. And they call it, what do they call it again? Please, we call it accidental waiting.
They say accidental discharge.
Accidental discharge, their father.
That is it.
Your person, it becomes accidental discharge. You're supposed to go down for manslaughter. Look at James Wan. Nobody has, even the new thing that is not nobody has done anything. If anything, they are still killing more people. So Nigeria is yes, I'm going as well.
We're almost rounding up. We're almost rounding up.
Yeah, we're going to end here. And we will probably come back. I'll go live later during lunchtime. Maybe 30 minutes, so you guys will join me.
All right, there will be no problem.
You tell people it's going to be $3 because me and Dochu are telling them that if they give you two, don't you do right, so it doesn't cancel your vote. So now that you said it's going to be 3, it's very important that we go live again and make people know. So hopefully we can bring and all that thing. That would be good. So thank you everybody.
I'm free before 4, so I can come back and get some school.
Yeah, I will go live for just 2 minutes. I will go live again.
All right.
Maybe 30 minutes. I'll go live. I'll tell you that.
We appreciate all of you who have been viewing our live transmission from across all our social media handle. Please ensure you like. Just leave a like for us. Like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and follow us on all our social media handle. Be sure to get bell from us. This is Tim Peter Obi Yusuf Dati. We are here to ensure that a new Nigeria is achieved.